Welcome back to the Daily Journal. So let's review my trade from last week, Wednesday, on Bitcoin. So this was preempting FOMC. It was also based on the high time frame levels that I was targeting since we swept the previous quarter highs. And yeah, this for me was basically the last level of support. And I'll show you where I went wrong in a moment. But going into Wednesday, going into NFP. So this Thursday, yeah. So the Thursday we're at NFP, right? So okay, so we were bouncing at the 0.5. We also it doesn't look like this now, of course, but let's drop to the 1 hour chart. Now here was my problem is that I should have used the 4 hour chart since I was using weekly high time frame levels. So we had swept the previous week, or rather we had traded into the previous week low here. We had also taken out sales of liquidity from the previous day there, as well as, and you can see how we respected the 0.5 of that weekly fair value gap. We took out the previous day low. Here's Monday, here's Wednesday there, and we made a low. Sorry, so this was just Tuesday. Take a previous week over here, previous day. We'd also taken out short-term liquidity. This is the 0.5 of that weekly fair value gap. And then we had a 1 hour change in the state of delivery. Now this is where I went wrong, and I only execute these swing trades on the 4 hour charts, and I was anticipating that we would get above this and close, and look where we rejected. So that was the problem. But what I was aiming is that since we had taken out the previous week low, and that was the last level of support, I was looking to target the previous week high, which the standard deviation from the swing low to the swing high landed up pretty much on point. So the trade was simply a retest of this order block. Stop loss just at that candle low, and a swing trade to at least 107, looking for this to be a market maker buy model. And looking in, going into this, I was, this was now FOMC right over here. That wick, not FOMC, NFP. It's just odd that NFP is on a Thursday. So I really was just anticipating continuation after expanding, taking out all these lows, and then trading to these highs. There was so much fear in the market. Of course, we were sitting in that 0.5 of that weekly fair value gap, which was the last level of support. Should have waited for the 4 hour, but yeah, was had a bit of a psychological bias here. So that was the trade. Ended up being stopped out. And the 4 hour, if I had followed my rules, would have saved me there, because I would have had to wait for a close above that, which we clearly didn't get. So we live and we learn. On to the next one. See you guys then. Cheers.